Senator Ben Pangelinan has expressed his concern over the bid proposal, concerned over possible legal challenges. The bid's initially a build, design, and finance project, and while several companies did participate in a selection made, the CCU and the Guam Water Works Authority have decided to drop the financing portion of the agreement.
This was the exact same question I asked the AG on the JFK side. JFK was put out to bid for design, build, and finance, and I asked the AG, can we just use the design bid portion to award the contract and use ARA funding? In this case, GWA wants to use their own funding now. And so the Attorney General issued an opinion to me that said, no, you cannot do that. If you send it out for those three factors, then you've got to use all three factors in the rating. And if you're going to discount one portion of it, it would be against the procurement law, because you would have prevented other companies who could have bid on just the design portion, which we are awarding, from submitting a bid in the first place. And so you're not giving everyone equal opportunity.
But the chairman of the CCU says the contract isn't the same as that which was issued for John F. Kennedy High School construction.
He may be presuming that our procurement, our bid documents are the same as JFK's. They're not. We made it very clear. We are looking for financing and construction, but if we don't like the financing offer, we reserve the right to reject it, and we'll just award construction.
And while the CCU chairman, Simon Sanchez, stated they reserve the right to refuse the financing option, Senator Pangelinan still believes the proposal is unfair.
I don't think that makes a difference, because the AG said if this was the proposal you issued,
the initial specs, right?
If this was the initial specs, you can't change those specs in the middle of the game, because if you change those specs, then other companies could have had the ability to submit a bid under those changed specs. But if you're going to award it with the changed specs, then you're not giving those other companies the opportunity to bid. And I think that's the concern that the AG had with what I had proposed at JFK, which is exactly what GWA is trying to do.
Senator Pangelinan has called on the CCU and GWA to reject the bids which were submitted and start the process over. However, Sanchez says that could raise some legal battles.
We are very concerned about his recommendation to just reject the bids. I mean, the bids are bona fide, and the bids were made in good faith by these bidders, and the winning bidder would probably sue if we rejected their construction bid. You know, the key is we made it very clear from the beginning. This was a two-piece bid, construction and finance, and we reserve the right to reject the financing.